Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Gina again, and I am on number 7 for my attempts at doing abstract mixed media, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. Today I'm starting off with soft pastel, which is really nice to work with. It's like chalk, and it leaves some really nice marks on the page. With this piece, I am trying to make thinner lines, but lines that are not consistent. So even though I'm drawing the line, I'll kind of twist it and change the angle of my hand so that the thickness of the line it varies as I go along. And here comes the feather. I'm just adding some color with my feather because I don't want it to be very uniformed. Just one random yet quote-unquote painty marks, so I'm using the feather. My colors were green, white, blue, and black, and I just mixed them together. I'm activating the pastel with water. On the thinner lines, the darker lines, I wanted to see the line, so I didn't try to smear it too much, but I wanted a hint of color around it, so I just activated it, but made sure that the darker lines stayed. Now I'm adding some white. I'm using a sponge to kind of get rid of some of that the intense color, so I'm trying to push it back a bit and make it softer. Here I'm making some nice kind of circle marks. It's not like a complete perfect circle, but I'm just making some marks with a piece of a paintbrush. I think it could have been a makeup brush as well, but the brush fell off and I kept the stick, so that's what I'm using. And I found they were too perfect, so I'm just going over it with my tiny brayer. And then I found it was still too intense, so I just added some paint to kind of push it back. It didn't come out the way I planned, but that's okay. Now I'm just making some marks with my fan brush. And here comes the brown paper. Just to add some brown. Brown and green looks nice for me. So I'm trying to add some brown, but kind of naturally, not paint. So I'm using the paper, and I'm just gonna fiddle around and try and figure out what places look best for it. And I have a piece of green paper as well that I searched so hard for, and then all I ended up was using 3 tiny pieces because my surface is so small, but I'm adding that in. Now I'm coming in with my spatula with a darker color. I think that's a mix of blue and black, and it may have a hint of green in it. And I'm just adding some more dark areas but smudgy, and then I found it was too dark, so I'm adding some white, but it's also to help blend the paper into the page while adding some dark hues at the same time and some mid hues. I'm adding some blues, just a nice little blue to kind of cool it down. I'm mixing it with white because that blue is a bit intense, I found, for the page. The color seemed a bit off, so I'm adding some white just to help cool it down. And all the while I'm still trying to keep some white space, which is very difficult, but I'm still trying. I'm just adding a hint of color, that hint of blue. And I'm using a baby wipe to kind of take away some of the color, soften it, and keep it soft. I find that when I use a baby wipe, it keeps it soft and it's not harsh. So it helps pick up the color as well as smoothen it out at the same time. That's why I use a baby wipe. Here I'm using the spatula to add some green, which is a mix of the darker one and the regular one. And my battery died at this point, and here you see I added more green at different places. So I just add the line and then spread it. Now I'm bringing in some even darker color at certain points. I'm still trying my best to keep that white space. And that is pretty much it. I thank you so much for watching. I would love to know your comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!